But we start with that breaking news on the Aurora shooting investigation. Suspect James Holmes back in courtroom this afternoon. His attorneys making the surprise announcement that their client is mentally ill. 7 News reporter Marshall Zellinger at that hearing. And Marshall, you heard mental illness was brought up 3 times.
Mike, today's hearing was supposed to be about unsealing court records, and the defense then said that they want those records to remain sealed because they haven't received all of the evidence yet from the prosecution. Then the defense said it needs that evidence to assess the depth of James Holmes' mental illness. Aurora theater shooting suspect James Holmes back in court, still with orangish-colored hair, hands cuffed in front, now with a mustache and long sideburns. He sat next to his defense team and did not react when they claimed he's mentally ill. What did you think when they brought up mental illness 3 different times?
I was rolling my eyes, honestly.
Taryn Dorito and Juliana Curtis were uninjured in the theater shooting, but came to court to see the suspect in person.
You know, when you see a train wreck and then you can't stop looking at it, it's kind of like that. I couldn't keep my eyes off of him.
I wanted to make eye contact. I want him to look me in the eye, you know, because I know he didn't look none of the victims in the eye.
Shane Medic was not at the theater, but his sister Michaela was. She was one of the 12 killed. As the judge decides whether to unseal certain documents related to the case, Shane wants the focus in court to be on justice for his sister and the victims.
When are we going to start talking about this dude and what's going to happen to him and the consequences of what he did?
We'll hear more about James Holmes 1 week from today. That's when he's back in court at 1:30 in the afternoon. That hearing is about confidentiality. Is there a privilege between information between Holmes and Dr. Lynn Fenton from the University of Colorado, or is that package that was found at the university evidence in the case that can be seen by the prosecution? Reporting live in Arapahoe County, Marshall Zellinger, 7 News.
Thank you, Marshall. And as we said earlier, Holmes' attorneys made the revelations about his purported mental illness during that court hearing to unseal public documents related to the case. News organizations, including 7 News, are asking the judge to unseal that information. We want to make it clear we're not asking for criminal documents in the case or anything that could jeopardize the investigation. The judge will make a decision on that request by Monday. And the Call 7 investigators have uncovered a great deal about suspect James Holmes and the weeks leading up to the shooting. You can read all about it on thedenverchannel.com.